Hey, what's up, Jay? It's Brian Pfeiffer over here. I got my buddy Jay on the line, and Jay is from Chicago, and he's been one of my followers for a couple years now, Jay?
Yeah, about 2 years now, Brian. Yep.
Okay, cool. And I know you reached out to me because you had said that I kind of really motivated you to kind of go all in with your current business based on seeing me online, all the stuff I've been doing for a number of years now, and putting out a lot of content. And you kind of reached out to me, kind of thanking me for the motivation and maybe the kick in the ass, for lack of a better word. And
we all need it.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I even have this channel and why it exists. And I thought it'd be a good maybe to bring out a channel. I don't want to make this too long for the guests, but we'll keep it brief, but we'll go into the important points of what I did, what you saw and what I'm doing to help you stay motivated and stay motivated and keep motivated, I guess.
Right. So basically, I've always been this crazy motivated person, but you have patches in your life where you get so many negative people and just negativity in general that knocks you down. It holds you back. You start listening to other people, and it just seems like the positive, really execution style people like us are rarer to find. So you're kind of all in it alone. Like they say, oh, it's lonely at the top and all that. It starts to make sense because you got to lead it and actually bring the people. You got to bring them up because there's just so much negativity out there right now. And I remember
now more than ever, you know what I'm saying? Like I literally had to kick my VP of sales in the ass. Like, we're not working right now, but like I'm rebuilding the business. Like when we actually have time, this is like the first time in 20 years that I've actually had like
best opportunity
time.
There is.
I literally had to tell him, like, listen, if you don't want to work, dude, go collect unemployment, but I'm not going to keep paying you to like not work.
Yeah, it makes
like,
sense.
I'm no hard feelings, dude. If you don't want to work, but I'm struggling over here too right now. We got no business.
Totally, but it's all about that mindset, and I've always had the mindset that you can do great things if I came up with this thing of you go all in, the all in mentality, and it's where, like you're saying, was it VP you said?
Yeah, my VP of sales. Yeah, and he does a great job when we're in business. And
totally.
Right now, he's motivated when we're making money, but there's no money coming in right now. Obviously,
right. So, but it's like if you say there's no business, it's even the simple mindset. Where are you going to find business? Whereas if you just focus on ignoring the negativity and just going all in, like I always tell my people, you'll get the business. It's going to come because it's all about who you are. There's always going to be a percentage of people that have to buy or want to buy. And if you're this great person that really gives it your all every day, you're going to get the business. You won't have to worry what's going on. You won't be making, like I joke about some of these people on, Facebook. I call them like the news people, where all they do all day is they're reposting, COVID did this, COVID did that. And it takes their whole day, whereas you could be actually executing and doing stuff, and then there would be business.
Right, exactly, 100%. Yeah, right now I'm in this huge. I'm rebuilding one of my sites, and it's been a long time coming. Like even my developers, like, yeah, man, I had to restructure the whole site. It was in bad shape, and he's out of work. He works at the Cosmo as a dealer on the weekends, and then he works for me during the week. Well, right now he's out of work at the Cosmo, so I got him basically like full time, like 6-7 days a week.
Yeah.
So this is the first time since he's been with me, which is over almost 3 years now, that I've actually had a developer full time. So as much as I want to jump in and start making money with e-com or affiliate marketing, this is like the golden opportunity I've had in 20 years that I've had a developer like side by side with me full time for very inexpensive, and I'm able to rebuild my entire infrastructure right now. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm doing. Like, the personal site, I'm all these people, you just got to block out that negative, I had so many people. Imagine I'm opening up my own car dealership. It's been one of my dreams. And finally, at the end of the month, through all the delays, the city says put the fire alarm in, and that delays. And imagine getting that done during, COVID. Right. And then Secretary of State, they won't let them out for the final inspection until the end of the month. And so I've been going through another buddy just to get the job done. But if you don't let anything stop you, it really is all your mindset. You'll get it done. You'll find a way around it. Right. It's just, I try to motivate people every day because you really can. I had a very depressed period of my life. It was in my 20s where my dad sold our car dealership. And I started at, 17 full time. I was washing cars at 12, getting down the basics. And it was at 17 years old, I finally said there was this work program senior year where you got to do it full time. I did because some people were doing Panera Bread, but I just always had this drive in me. So, I went on and we sold it. It was a great time in 2009, but that was my dream, right? So what do? You got to pivot. You got to go all in. It doesn't matter. It doesn't take the money. It's the energy and it's who you are. I mean, if you get out there enough every day, you are your brand. It's how do you go into that restaurant every day? Do you say, hey, what's up? Can I get or do you say, hey, great to see you? Can I get it's all about your attitude. And it can help so many people bust out of that negative, especially right now. I just see so many. They're held back by this, what's going on out there.
Right. And that's what my VP of sales was dealing with. And don't get me wrong, there's times when I get a little bit flustered about the whole situation too, because there's so many questions right now. Like, are we gonna, I'm in the nightclub business, and that's where I built my business for the last 20 years. And, there's a lot of questions. Number one, and I'm going to do another interview, or another video later this week kind of on this subject too, but are we going to come back? What are we going to come back to? Like, is there going to be social distancing in the nightclubs? Can you even have a nightclub open like that? Are people going to even want to get on a plane and come to Vegas? Are people going to want to hang out in a nightclub? Am I coming back to nightclubs that are even going to exist? Are they going to be closed down because they didn't make it? Am I going to lose my relationship with that nightclub? There's so many questions in that business, and I'm still like, okay, you know what? I've already made the decision. Like, I'm going to finish this one website that I'm working on. I probably still got another 3 weeks of writing content, 2.5, 3 weeks at least, based on my estimates. I'm going to get it done. It's going to be sitting there. My developer is going to be a few weeks behind me, putting the content in order. It'll be like a it'll be like the guy at the starting line, man. He's ready to go. Like, as soon as they say go, he's ready. That's what it's going to be like.
Run off and get on it.
But maybe there's no race, so I don't know. I might be wasting my time right now, but. At the end of the day, like I'm already kind of planning, like pivoting a little bit in May. I'm going to go back into the affiliate marketing and maybe even some e-com and start running some traffic. I have 2 media buyers working for me right now. We're running tests on YouTube. We've kind of gone away from Facebook for a minute right now because of we fired up a campaign like a couple weeks ago. Within 2 days, they nailed the whole business manager. It's just Facebook's just so frustrating, man.
It is.
It's just so frustrating. You put in so much work, and then just to have it just erased in a second, then you appeal, they didn't give it back. I'm just like, you know what? Let's just go with Google.
I lost the Sagat Auto Sales on Instagram already. Don't know how. I still am going back and forth with that. So it's just been all real Jay Sagat on Instagram. I'm getting to Instagram because I've blown up to Facebook because I just love helping people. So if you help enough people, they'll be there for you, and so then you got to take it over to Instagram. And I just finally now I'm starting to put the post there as well, but it's crazy because I don't even know what I did. And the Sagat Auto Sales is disabled right now. I mean, it still works, at least to tag and all that, but it's just a pain, like you said,
Yeah. Well, it's frustrating when to build any business on reliant on a traffic source like Facebook or Google, and in an instant they could take away your business. You know what I'm saying? It's like so frustrating. At least with my nightclub business, like even if I didn't have a website, I have enough relationships and business in my phone and people that I know personally that I could survive without even having a website. You know what I'm saying? I had enough money. Right now I can't. There's no nightclubs open right now, but
we'll make our own. We'll get it done.
So I mean, there's but at the end of the day, I wasn't completely reliant on one traffic source or anything. I mean, granted, a lot of my business was coming from Google organic, but that's a little more stable than one of these traffic sources. You know what I'm saying? If you're ranking on Google, sure, they can do an update, but if you're not cheating the system and you're doing everything right, you're still going to stick around on those rankings. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're doing it ethically and properly, and we do. But
that's how you gotta be.
You buy backlinks, you do shit like that, you're asking for it. We don't do anything.
You just are. It's pointless. It's like a lot of these people, they get caught up in that follower game, and you would not believe the results of I'm just myself. And I always tell people, be authentic, be yourself. They see the 20-year-old with the rented Lambo, everybody sees through it.
Right.
It's obvious. I got a buddy, I can't say buddy, but the other day hit me up. Hey, standing in front of a rented car. Hey, can you put this on your Facebook brand page and I'll give you a cut? No, I'm not like that. It's who I am. I'm doing this to help people and to change the way things have been done, and it's not about that to me. It's not about just these people that I help. They'll take a bullet because I'm real. And that's everything I always advise people, because like, you know, you can see fake right away. You might think, oh, they know it. They see it. They do.
So what motivated you? What did I do? Like you saw my YouTube channel, you saw my blog, you saw some of the stuff I was doing, and that kind of like kept you in line.
Yeah, it was like, hey, this regular guy, you know, that you're great, by the way, is doing what I need to be doing. You know, I always had I spent so much time preparing and studying and, you know, just putting in the grind, but not doing enough, you know, studying enough, getting the info. But like my dad always tells me, you got to get off the bench and you get in the game then, you know? And yeah, so
you call that analysis paralysis. You sit there and just.
It's so big. That's why I push.
You can buy courses, you can take courses, but until you actually go out and execute, they're worthless. Yes.
You can be a professional student if you want, but it's not going to make you a successful guy, you know? So I see you and I think, God, I recognize that's the guy I know from going out in the area in Chicago, where I'm at right now. And so I looked into your stuff and I'm like, yeah, he's doing it. He's actually executing.
Right.
And like I said, it's very lonely, like we say, when you're an entrepreneur, because it's very difficult to find this mentality, like I call it the all-in mentality, because it's just a lot of people, I feel, they get distracted, they want better, but they don't know where to start. And I just want to tell them that start anyway. You just got to start.
Right.
It's like I met you, we started talking, and you were always great. I knew you get as many notifications as I do now. I know the lifestyle now where all day long you're getting bam, 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 bam. But it's just you gotta go all in and you gotta do your best, and people they'll support you if they know you're real. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, good, man. I'm glad like I was able to help people. You know, you're not the first person that said that to me, but I do appreciate you following me, and then, you know, definitely taking some of the stuff, you know, seeing what I'm doing and then taking it into your own life. And like, maybe you're not shooting a video on YouTube or making a course, but you're, you know, I think you said you got a car dealership going or something like that.
Yeah.
So you took it to another, you know, it's the same thing. I mean, you started a business. I mean, that's.
Yeah. I did the digital marketing thing. And then I thought, you know what, it was another, like, I've always been very driven, like I said. And, you know, you go to some dealers where I'd be sick at how they ran it or how they were doing their even advertising and how fake and whatever. And I was like, let's go to the next level. It's just what you put into it. I want to start my own, you know. It might have sounded crazy back then or whatever, but if you take the steps, it's even for some people that are struggling and they don't have the money, or it's not about the money. You'll get an investor, you'll get what you need, you know.
Right.
And it's just a passion and doing what you truly love, and I love to help people. It's just always how I've been, so it's just natural, and I've never been happier. You know, I went, you know, now I'm doing the car dealer thing, and I'm going to do these, you know, motivational speeches. People have been hitting me up, you know, can you do a speech on domestic violence, on business speeches, entrepreneurship, and I'm all about it because it's always been in me. It's just I saw you finally executing, and it was somebody I could relate to. And, you know, you kept up with me, and here we are, you know, and it's the best feeling in the world. And I want to give it to other people now. It's just how it is, you know?
Awesome. Well, that's kind of the whole point of this video, was to just give people a little bit of motivation. Like, hey, listen, you got to execute, you know, you can sit there.
You can study all day, but get off the bench and you got to go all in. Like I say, I promise you'll get to results. It's just apply it. You'll do it. You know, one step. It's like we started talking, and the motivation then, it's just that first thing you get done, the website, or I taught myself how to make that, or whatever it was so much stronger because then you got that under your belt, and it's a big thing of getting that ball rolling, because then you get that, it's like next. And once you get that first out and done, you're going to make it. Just keep on that track. And you guys can hit me up anytime. I try to make myself available to everybody, because it's what I love to do, and I know it's how you are.
Right. I'll put your link to your Instagram. Is that what you want?
Yeah, or Facebook, either way. Just Real Jay Sagat is the best way to reach me, and I'm always there for you guys. I want to help. I want to give back, you know?
Okay, awesome,
I'm not there yet, but we're getting there, and we're going to do it big. So
awesome. Yeah, I actually did a blog post recently called The Productivity Flywheel, and how, like, you get that one thing done, and then you do one thing more, and then one thing more.
So big.
And next thing you know, that wheel's rolling, and there's no stopping it, because you already got like the wheel rolling. You know, you can try to stop it.
Yeah, and it's hard to believe because you think so short ago you were stuck or whatever it was, but if you just make sure, I mean, some of these people that might have a full-time job or whatever, and they hate it, get out of it. I'm not saying you just dump it but right now is a perfect time where give me 2-3 hours. I'm boot camp style where I go crazy all day, all night, but these other people, give me 2 hours, 3 even a day where you go all in and do that work to make your dream come true, and it will happen. It's not magic.
Right. It really boils down to putting in the hard work, man. It's that simple. There's no other way I can describe it to people. Like, that's why I haven't been putting out a lot of content like the last couple of weeks that much, because I'm grinding right now. I'm like building this website out, and every one of these posts I take, like, it takes me, sometimes I can get 2 done in a day. Sometimes I can only get 1 done in a day.
Yeah.
But when I do them thoroughly, you know, when you write a post, you do the keyword research, figure out what you're going to go after, and then you got to take that keyword and you got to write better than what's on the top for that keyword. Right. Am I going to rank on top for every keyword I write? No. But if you're going to spend the time to put out a blog post, you might as well try to outrank the number 1 guy. If you don't outrank them, you're going to on some, you will, but some you won't. But at the end of the day, there's no reason to write unless you think you can write a better post than what's on the top.
Totally. And you see all these people, it makes me nuts, where, like I said, they'll just, what's today? Thursday vibes, and it's a picture in a bikini. It's just like, who are you helping? You know, it's like, it makes me, you know what? I try to take everything, like I said, it's how my mind is positive now, and I'll just laugh it off. But it's like, it's amazing how some people are out there. It's like, you got to go and help people. It's you know, you align it with your why and you'll get it done.
Right.
Oh.
Well, thanks for jumping on with me today, man. I'll put your link for your Instagram and your Facebook below. You'll have to text me those, and then I think I'll probably put this video up closer to the weekend. So if you want to keep your eyes out for it then. And other than that, man, it was great talking to you, Jay.
Oh, you too, Brian. It's great to see you healthy, and just keep going all in.
You too, man. Thanks, bro.
All right. Thanks a lot, Brian.